Yeah, Pat, I know. Listen, you want to come by early for the party? You know, I've got most of this stuff set up, and, you know, maybe we can do the end of the year video together. You know, I figure you've been a big part of this, and you know, I want you to say something, too, because it'd be cool. Man, it's looking a bit hairy out there, so, you know, drive safe, take your time. You know, at worst, maybe we'll just do everything after the video. You know, sound good? Alright, man, hey. You know, and again, thanks for all the help. Cool. Man, 2017. What a year. Oh, well. Guess I should get working on that video. Gotta do something big. Something grand, you know, for the intro. You know, the rest of it should be pretty easy. But what to do?
New year, new you. 2018.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the 2017-2018 transition video. Trying out different names for this every year until I find something good. Basically, you know, just the annual video where I talk about, you know, the year in review for me personally. You know, some of the stuff I saw, I did, I experienced. You know, across YouTube, personal, and you know, whatever life, and you know, just share it with you guys. Mainly so I can remember the year, but also, you know, there are some things that I wanted to elaborate on that I feel like are important. So, if you're interested in what I did this year, what videos I made, you know, or whatever, stick around. If you're not, if you stick around, you know, I wouldn't mind it, because that's sweet, sweet retention time. Makes me look good. But, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the year in review for Valiant Bradley James, the character investigator. Well, to start for YouTube, I apparently released 34 videos this year. That's nuts. I hit 10,000 views. Last I checked, like, at the end of last year, it was, I think, 7,800, somewhere in that ballpark. I forget, but, that's nuts. So, that means a big change for me, and I'll talk about that once I get down to the month by month. And I got to 46 subs, but I believe I'm back down to 45 right now. I'm not sure who unsubbed, but dude, why? That is up from last year's 38. So I'm making steps forward, getting more views, getting more subs, and I'm upping my production value a bit. At least Patrick has mentioned that to me, and I'll talk about that a bit later. But anyway, moving on to the month by month for me. Unfortunately, one of the big things that I have to talk about isn't so great. My mom's friend Gloria passed away. Basically, I forget exactly what it was, but you know, she was a good friend to my mom, and honestly, like another aunt to me and Patrick. You know, she was a wonderful woman. She worked with my mom when she was a hairdresser, and you know, I stayed friends with her, and you know, she was one of the coolest people that I knew. You know, always friendly, always nice. You know, and you know, she cared for everybody. But you know, things happen, and unfortunately, you know, she's no longer with us. You know, the big thing I want to say, Gloria, is, you know, thanks for always being there for my mom. You know, my father passed away, you know, 20 plus years ago. You know, she was there for that, and you know, she always came down to the airport Mardi Gras with us, and kind of helped me, you know, with one of the past relationships I had. You know, a girl named Stephanie. You know, she was friends with her mom and stuff like that, and yeah. So I mean, Gloria meant a lot to us. I was also friends with her son Michael, who is an awesome guy. You know, he moved to San Diego, California, I believe. You know, has led a good life, and you know, so I haven't seen you in a while, Mike, but I hope things are going well still. Last I heard, you know, married, has a kid, and all that stuff. I believe he actually has 2. I might be wrong, but you know, yeah. So Goodbye, Gloria. You may be gone, but you're not forgotten. Moving on to the next thing. OhioCon 2017. This year I can only go down for a day, and because I have some good buddies, John and Kevin, I was able to get down for that day. Basically, they live a bit closer to Cleveland than I do, and a bit closer to Columbus. So I basically went to, I think it was Kevin's house we met up at like 6 a.m. or some crap like that. Then we drove down from there. I brought my Brook, and it was finally mobile for like the first time in ever. Basically, wearing a giant afro and a crown and carrying a shark guitar, it can be a bit of an effort to get around and keep mobile. But I got it there, and I want to thank you guys for allowing me to join you, and for letting me bring Brook and finally figure out how to make it mobile. Unfortunately, I ran into some complications with Brook later on in the year, but we'll talk about that when we get there. And then the next thing, I became a YouTube partner. Basically, it's like a pretty common thing for like a lot of the big YouTubers. Through that, I can monetize my videos. And by the end of January, I had made 5 cents. Unfortunately, you need to make at least $100 to get paid. But I'm working towards that, and I will give you the figure on where I was, at least last I checked, later on. Moving into February, I had my upper wisdom teeth removed. That was interesting. I'd had teeth out before, and basically my dentist had looked at my teeth and noticed that they were sideways, impacted, and basically would just devolve into cavities later on. So they were like, let's pull them out. And I did that. If you'd like to hear about that experience, I have an annotation, I hope, for that up above my head. Moving on into March. I made 21 cents by then. I forget the day. But basically, I was 1/500th of the way to getting paid. Oh yeah, son. Gonna get paid for doing YouTube. At this rate, probably 2 to 3 years. If not like 20 to 30. But March was also the month of Maze Hughes. Basically the end of the road for Maze Hughes, as well as the Maze Hughes lived theory. Again, annotations above. I hope. I'm gonna figure that stuff out. And unfortunately, another loss occurred. My mom's friend Barney passed away on the 29th. He was a good guy. I know for a lot of winters he would plow for us, but also he helped me to get a car whenever my first car was totaled. It was a 96 Nissan Sentra, and this was back in 2007. So 11 years older. It was a good car. It was small, but it was something, and it really helped a lot. And he was good friends with her. Granted, he was sometimes a pain in the ass, in my opinion. And he would annoy Mom sometimes, but he was a good friend. He would talk about her with about stuff, and he helped us do some things. So you were a good guy, Barney, and sorry to hear about that happening. Like Gloria, you were there for Mom, and I appreciate that. I hope to see you again someday. I didn't have much in April, unfortunately, so moving on to May, I did my Scrooge McDuck and Alan Young videos. Basically, Alan Young was the original voice actor for Scrooge McDuck, and I believe, covered, no, not, I don't think the original, actually, but, basically covered Scrooge McDuck from the 80s to, now. Doing his voice for, I believe, up to the DuckTales remaster in 2015, 2016, something like that. But yeah. I also got to see the end of the first Doctor, and met the second Doctor in May. Basically, that's for Doctor Who. And that was cool. And then I got up to 49 cents on Google AdSense for YouTube. So almost half of 1% to getting paid. I do get above that. Don't worry, it's not the end of it. June 27th. June, ClassicCon 2017, I debuted the first Doctor cosplay. Basically, I liked playing as the character. I'm sure you saw that whenever I did my month of Doctor Who, which I'll talk about a bit later. But yeah, it was fun. Like I like the character, that Hardell played. Basically an older kind of academic, a bit pompous. I felt at times because I'd be holding the vest a lot. I was walking around like, yeah, it's very interesting. Like, I liked the first Doctor. I liked Hartnell, and it was awesome. But yeah. Unfortunately, I guess not many people know William Hartnell as the Doctor at cons. Unless you're a Doctor Who fan, then you should. And if you don't, you are a filthy casual. How dare you? I'm playing. I'm sorry. Let's see. Uploaded the season 3 Doctor Who video. Wait, what? I forget. Whatever. It's confusing. Let's see. June 20th, season 9, voyage 1 of One Piece DVD is released, and I appear in the special features. Very briefly, for a few seconds. I'm not going to annotate that video because, I mean, honestly, it's not worth it. It's literally less than 10 seconds. Basically, at, I believe it was MatsuriCon 2016, Funimation held interviews with, fans. Basically, just getting their thoughts and opinions on, different Funimation properties. One Piece, Fairy Tail, Dragon Ball. And yeah, it was cool and interesting. Unfortunately, whenever you get cut down to like 5 to 10 seconds, it's like I appeared and my name's in the credits. So yeah, I'm kind of famous, guys. Still, still on YouTube, obviously, and still willing to make appearances. Anywhere people ask me to, because I'm cool like that. I'm not too big. I mean, if you want me on my show, I will totally appear. Anybody? No? I'm going to continue with my show then. I'll have my own show, whatever. We'll have... Never mind what we'll have. Let's see, July. July 21st hit 10,000 views. That was awesome. Unfortunately, later on, at some point, I got back under 10,000 views because of a copyright strike that took down my End of the Road, the Roombar Pirates video. Thanks, YouTube. That was mean of you. Really hurt my feelings, especially because that was my most popular video. It was like 1,200 views. It just... Sorry. And then, July 30th, my Adam West End of the Road video went up. Basically, for those who don't know, Adam West was the original live-action Batman appearing in the 1960s Batman series. He's also made other appearances like Family Guy, Johnny Bravo, Fairly Odd Parents, and just, he's most well known for Batman, definitely. And it was cool talking about him, learning about his history. Random fun fact, he could have played James Bond at one point, but he turned it down because he felt that the role should stay, stay for British actors, and that's pretty cool. You were a cool guy, Mr. West. I said I never got to meet you, but, you did a lot for Batman the character, and, just thank you for that. Let's see, going into August, made 54 cents. 1/200th of the way to getting paid. I apparently like fractions. Let's see. Oh, the Punisher video. The post bit with Patrick. It was fun. The red phone. Patrick's Batman phone. Again, reference to Adam West in the 1960s Batman. Let's see. The 16th. Finished season 4 of Doctor Who. Which, saw the retirement of William Hartnell and the introduction of Patrick Troughton. And really quick, at first I didn't care as much for Troughton. He seemed like an annoying, irritating character in, I believe it's Power of the Daleks. But, he's growing on me. I really like him, and I can't wait to start season 5 soon. I'll talk about why in a minute. On the 17th saw Rift Treks, The Five Doctors with my buddy Brian, and we did a quick video on that. I'll throw up an annotation for that. I mean, I don't know how well it went for us, but it was fun. I liked it. I had a good time, Brian, and we saw more Doctor Who this year, and we'll talk about that later. Then my car unfortunately died on the way to Matsuricon, actually. You know, my car had some serious issues, and unfortunately is done. Last I knew of it, it was in a scrapyard in Akron. Basically, maybe I had something to do with it. I'm not 100% sure, but basically something went wrong with the engine, and there was some fire, and it burned up the car. And I unfortunately also lost some cosplay stuff, my first Doctor stuff, some of my Brooks stuff, and it sucked. Yeah. And then August 30th, the 10K special. Basically, you know, I got revisited by some of my past cosplay characters, Frank West, Zorro, and William Hartnell, the first Doctor. That was very cool, and I definitely want to put an annotation up for that one. Let's see. September. Saw Stephen King's It, the 2017 version. For those who don't know, there's a 1990s version, miniseries with Tim Curry as the iconic It. And totally blanking on the name right now. I want to say it's like Michael Skarsgård, I hope, for the 2017 version. Very entertaining video. Patrick and I actually talked about that. And annotation. I better get all these annotations, I hope. Also in September, I found a new car. My 2011 Toyota RAV4. Hashtag not sponsored. Although, if you want to sponsor me, feel free to. I could use the money, seriously. Like, you know, a few bucks, $5, $2. Anything? Let's see. Oh, I guess September was when the Rumbar Pirates video was taken down, because I talk about it here, actually. So, yeah, unfortunately. And, unfortunately, adding to that, one of my friends from high school passed away. His name was Greg Carter. He was 31, I believe. I forget the exact cause, but, you know, we did Buccaneers together, you know, show choir group. Before that, we were Boy Scouts together. You know, he was a good guy, good friend, you know, funny. You know, I didn't get to keep as much in touch with him after high school, but, you know, he was doing good things, and it sucks to hear about that. You were a good guy, Greg. You know, you always had my back, and you were a good role model for the rest of us, you know, as scouts. Because you actually got Eagle Scout, a very rare thing to do, because there's so much effort involved with it. And, you know, you were good, and I was sorry to hear about your passing. You know, I'm sure I'll see you again one day, buddy. But, till then, you know, thank you for everything, and, you know, rest well, man. Looking at October, you know, not much really happened for me. So going into November, had my lower wisdom teeth removed. And God, that was an annoying ordeal. So I'll put up the annotation for that Valiant PSA. You know, and again, still mad at some of you guys who got off better than I did. You suck. Boo. Oh man. And then also in November, I had, the month of the First Doctor. Basically, you know, covering the end of season, you know, the season 4 retrospective, you know, the character of the First Doctor, you know, his adventures, stuff like that. Also, the life and career of William Hartnell, the original First Doctor. And, you know, just, you know, a special bit between me and the character, you know, the First Doctor. with me cosplaying, obviously, if you couldn't tell. If I fooled you, awesome! I'm getting better! But an annotation for that playlist, I hope, will be above my head. Yeah, I got a lot of work to do in like 2 days. And then moving on to December. You know, Christmas, I got some new equipment, including this camera and the tripod that it is on, as well as a microphone. And I want to send a shout out to my cousin Alex, my Aunt Janice, my buddy Brian, Patrick, my mom, and I believe there were a few other people involved in purchasing all this stuff as well. But whenever, you know, Alex and Brian heard about my getting 10,000 views on YouTube, they were like, you know, we want to help you out with that. We want to get you some better equipment. So they did. And I appreciate that. So if the picture quality here seems better, it's because of that camera. Also, I want to note that the camera is red and black, because that's my color thing. If you didn't know that, that is a thing. Oh God. But yeah. So, you know, that pretty much wraps up to now. And then now I'm doing the 2017 year in review video. And then, you know, just my thoughts on the year. In relation to my YouTube, one of the big things was collaborations. You know, Brian, Patrick. Okay, those were the 2 people, but still. Every time I had more collaborations, you know, I got a few more views. So I'm thinking, might have to do some more collaborations in the future, guys. You know, maybe get like, wait a minute, if like 2 people get like, you know, 30 views or like 100 plus views, perhaps if we got like 3 or 4 people, oh my God, I could get paid like next week. Yes! Sorry, just making terrible jokes and laughing. You know, it was cool, you know, actually talking with someone and interacting and discussing things. So I hope to do more things in the future. Patrick has shown some interest in a few projects. You know, just not, you know, I'll give a few examples. The Punisher series on Netflix, First Wave that we've talked about before, are the big 2. And, you know, somewhere down the line, maybe we could talk about Stargate. You know, any Stargate fans out there? Because I'm totally willing to tap into that fan base. Pat is a serious fan. He actually has like a pinata that his girlfriend Margaret made for him. You know, of the Stargate. It's awesome. But yeah. So the big thing with that though is, you know, we gotta work out our schedules, and yeah. So there's that. Also, my plans for YouTube in the future. Just a few quick videos I want to throw out there. Straw Hat Role Models, the Grand Line Edition. Basically, I did Straw Hat Role Models for East Blue. So, you know, the people who inspired Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Sanji. Except for the Grand Line. So, Chopper, Robin, Frankie, and Brooke. You took down the Rumbar Pirates video, but I'm going to find a way around that. So, yeah. Suck it, YouTube. Please still pay me. Please, I was kidding. Please don't. I want to get paid at least once. Let's see, Becoming Brooke cosplay videos. Basically after we make some of my props, my shark guitar, and my crown. And, you know, I want to share that with you guys in case you have to make a guitar or, a crown, I guess. I don't know, but, let's see, the first Doctor cosplay enthusiast videos. Basically a quick scene as the Doctor, and, you know, the costume characterization, etc. So in case you want to cosplay William Hartnell and not have people recognize you at cons, sorry, you can do that too. Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 2 retrospective. I have heard Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 3 is coming out in February this year. So Patrick and I talked about doing that, and we're going to have some fun with it, I think. Unfortunately, I also have some setbacks for this year. Basically, I think I'll be going back to 1 video a month. Partly because I plan to be job hunting over the next year for something a bit better than what I do currently. Basically, for those who don't know, I work retail. You know, it's not a bad job. It's for, you know, one of the big companies, so I do get paid well. I do have good benefits. It's just doing this job 10 to 15 years down the line, 40s and 50s, my back and knees are going to be shot. So I need something long term that I can do. Also, to address the question, how about moving up? Honestly, it's a retail job. So at this point, we're just drawing in like, high schoolers and early college kids, basically kids who need some kind of job. And what I've seen in my department, I'm not the biggest fan of the work ethic that some of the guys have. So, I don't want to become a team lead over that and then get yelled at by my manager about that. And also, just being a leader in general, not really my thing. Although I guess, I do lead Patrick and Brian whenever they come on the show, so maybe I'm more of a leader than I thought. But regardless, because of that, I'll be taking a step back to one video a month. But also because, if you noticed at some of these videos, I've got some story elements, and I want to make it a bit more of a narrative to be more engaging to you guys. So, it gives me more time to be creative, edit, and do some cool stuff. So that is also why. So I will be shooting for the 15th of every month. My plan, though, is for February, I'm going to do the 2 videos because I'll be doing the cosplay enthusiast videos for the first Doctor, I hope. Give me time in January to get all that stuff together because it's going to be a bit of work, I think. But, so there's that. Also really quick, another quick video idea that I have is the End of the Road Origins. Basically, just tying my End of the Road series in with the Yu Yu Hakusho series. Not going to give any more about that, but trust me, it should be fun and interesting. If you're a fan of Yu Yu Hakusho, or you like to see me in different cosplay stuff, trying to act and be not Brad all the time. I hope to have some fun with it. Let's see. So there's that. And then personal life, like I talked about, we hit some rough patches. I had to say goodbye to some good, important people in my life, as well as some role models, and, that stinks. But, I had some good things this year, too. Getting a new car, hitting 10,000 views, YouTube partnership, and all the good memories that I have with my convention friends. Again, thank you guys for accepting me as the weird cosplaying skeleton, or, Taguro, or whatever character. It's awesome. You have no idea how much that means to me, because I have social anxiety and such, but whatever. So, you guys are the best. Thanks for accepting me for the crazy weirdo that I am. I really appreciate that. But, and then plans, other plans for the future. Get a new job, meet a nice girl. So, also, ladies, if you were not aware, I am single, FYI. I mean, the dude who does the YouTube show that just hit 10,000 views is available. I know, right? Oh, man. And then maybe make a change in my living arrangement. If you know my living arrangement, I think it's fairly obvious why. If you don't know my living arrangement, I'm not going to humiliate myself right now by letting you know what it is. But well, guys, I'm not sure what else to say at this point. That was 2017. It was an interesting year. I had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of fun with you guys on YouTube, and I had to deal with some, personal things. Some good, some bad, some ugly even. Good, bad, the ugly. Anybody? Whatever. That's all I've really got to say, I guess. So I hope your guys' 2017 was awesome. If you want to, give me some of your memories of 2017. What cool stuff did you... Yeah?
Hey, everyone's showing up.
Are you kidding me? Shit, what time is it? Like, oh, it's 8 already?
It's late.
Shit, crap. Sorry, guys, I gotta go. I'm wrapping up the end of the year thing. Crap. Shit. You want to turn off the camera for me?
Yeah, I can get it. I can get it.
Cool. Guys, hey, what's up? How's it going?
Hey guys. So, thank you for an awesome 2017. Lots of changes and new stuff that we did, and all the collaborations and stuff. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Leave some comments below. Let us know what we did right, what we could have done better, and what you're looking forward to out of 2018. So, thank you for all the support and subs and comments and everything. Thanks, guys.
Yo, 2017, we out. 2018, sup.